love story.
Hello everyone, good evening. Tonight is Love Story. And I have my wife here. Hello Mila, good evening.
Hello, good evening everyone.
And I have this beautiful newly couple here, Pastor Kai and Miss Vanessa. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. Good evening to everyone.
You came straight from honeymoon, Pastor Kai, right? You flew, right? Straight from honeymoon to the studio. Wow. So it's still very new, right?
Yeah.
The wedding still hot, right? They still in honeymoon, and they're gonna share with us here the experience, how they met, if they had already some kind of adjustment. You know, we want to know all about your story. And you were telling me, Pastor Kai, right before the program, that you had to pray for 1 complete year.
Literally 1 year.
1 year.
Yeah.
You pray for the Vanessa.
Yeah.
You had her picture.
Yeah. I
Her
had
photo?
a picture, and we went into the first lockdown, so it was like no one knew what was going to happen, and I
Wow.
was praying, and
And she
came
had
through.
no idea.
She had no idea.
I had no idea.
Wow, 1 year.
1 year.
Talk about perseverance,
Yeah,
right?
same to you.
Amen. Praise God. So you're gonna share your story, okay? And before that, we're gonna play a game. You guys ready?
Ready?
Yeah.
Pastor?
How well do they know each other? How long you been married for? How many days?
2 weeks.
How many hours? I mean, how many days?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. 17
2
days.
weeks.
Yeah.
17 days, 2 weeks. How well do you think you know each other by now?
I think pretty well. Yeah.
Well, from a scale of 0 to 10, what would you say?
9.
9.
9?
Go for
Wow,
9?
very optimistic. We have couples here.
If you can get 9 out of 10 on the question.
Mila, we have couples here, 20 years of marriage, and they get 7 out of 10,
No, yeah.
right?
5 out of 10.
They are very confident. Let's see. Let's see if it stands, okay? So, if you were in their wedding, were you present? Did you watch online? Let us know here in the comments. What did you think of Pastor Sky and Vanessa's wedding? It was beautiful, isn't it? Bishop James was the one who officiated the wedding. Look at this, some photos. It was very nice, very powerful. So if you were there, present, let us know here in the comments. Oh, look at that, look at that. A lot of people came,
Yeah, it was
new
very
people.
nice.
Right, Vanessa? Your whole school where you used to work, right? You were a teacher before.
Yeah.
The whole school came,
They
right?
did, yeah.
I remember they come in, the ladies. Oh, what is that? What is that? What does it mean? what do you do behind
He was
there?
sitting right behind me.
I was like,
What do
ah,
we do back there? Oh,
baptism.
That must be the baptism.
What is that? Oh, the 10 Commandments. What is that? Oh, the cross. What is? And they were asking about everything. It was really nice. It was really nice. So you guys ready for the game?
Yes.
Yes? Ready?
Ready.
9 out of 10. Let's see. Let's see. So,
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay,
Mila.
question number 1. Who has the nicest teeth?
The nicest teeth.
Very well. You both
Okay.
agree.
All right. 1 out of 1. Okay.
Who has the biggest appetite?
Biggest appetite.
Oh,
I didn't think that was gonna be a surprise.
Wow.
Okay, good,
Okay,
good.
Me knowing Pastor Kai, that's what I would go for sure.
Okay, who is most likely to fall for a salesman's patter?
Vanessa,
Oh, 3 out of 3 so far.
Vanessa, next time you bring me an idea, a quote, I'm gonna double check, right? Double check if it's not a scam. Go ahead. Next.
Who leaves lights on the most? Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Oh, they do know each other pretty well.
Vanessa.
Let's save some energy. Let's
I
save.
try.
So I already assume that Pastor Kai is going through some. Vanessa,
He left
you forgot
the
the
light on.
lights on again. Right, Pastor Kai? Has this happened already in 2 weeks of marriage?
2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Who is best at taking photographs?
Best at taking photographs. This is tricky, huh?
Pastor Kai already
This is
picked
tricky.
Vanessa.
Reason
Vanessa,
why?
we waiting
Because
for you.
It's who likes pictures of marriage, it's not who takes them the best. But
No, Vanessa. The question was, what was the question again?
Who is best at taking photographs?
Taking
They
photographs.
voted for each other. That's nice.
Yeah.
I think she's better at taking, but I
Uh-huh.
like to edit. And
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was kind of a tricky question.
yeah.
Yeah. The next
Yeah.
question is
But
tricky.
it was nice that you voted for each other, you know?
Who has got the most bad habits?
Oh, most bad habits.
Be careful with your answer.
Mm.
Oh.
It's not sin or anything. It's just, bad habits.
Okay.
Oh, Vanessa!
Vanessa.
Hi, Vanessa.
You both agree.
You both agree?
I'm a bit of a perfectionist. So.
Okay. Who yawns the most?
Ooh. Who yawns the most?
Yeah. Who does that most?
Yeah, no, not me.
Okay.
Kai?
Always
There you go.
tired. You work hard.
Who tells the worst jokes?
Worst jokes.
Like who's, I guess, worse at telling jokes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
I'm not really funny like
So you got one wrong so far.
Yeah.
Who is the most artistic? Makes you think, doesn't it?
that. Yeah.
Oh, they voted for each other again.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah.
And last question. Who is most likely to complain about their food at a restaurant? That was pretty fast on that one.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, they voted for yourselves.
For themselves, which is nice of them,
So
right? Oh, no.
7
They
out of
voted-
10.
7 out of 10.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Very good.
You said 9 out of 10. Okay.
Almost.
Well, there was
Almost.
two that we were not.
It was good. For
the
17
confidence,
days of
right?
marriage.
Yeah, for 17 days of marriage, 253 hours of being married. It's not bad, right? Not bad. 7 out of 10. Okay. All right. I think this marriage is heading to the
track.
stars, right? It's gonna be, amen. Right track, for sure, right? So, tell us, Pastor Kai, you were saying that for a whole year you were praying for Vanessa and she had no idea.
Yeah.
She was receiving prayers. She had no idea.
No, she didn't know. She didn't know.
So how did this happen? How did you get her phone in the first place? How did you know about her in the first place?
Yeah, I was outside London at the time.
Mhm.
And being outside London, looking for someone, I didn't know who to get to know. So I spoke to my pastor at the time and asked him, Pastor, do you know anyone who maybe I could get to know? And he got back to me with her picture.
Wow. Cool.
And an interesting thing, Pastor, someone actually spoke to me about her before, but at the time I wasn't thinking about it, and I immediately told the person, no, I'm not interested, I don't want to know about
He
it.
wasn't
Kind of like
open.
what
He
happened
was,
to us, right?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Like how long before?
That was quite a while before. I don't
Yeah?
even remember how long it was before.
Like a few years maybe?
Maybe a few years before.
Wow, Kai. You could have been married for 4 years by now. Why did you turn that person down?
I just wasn't thinking about it.
He
And
wasn't open for love then.
You know,
yeah, I wasn't open for love
sometimes
at that time.
that's the problem. Sometimes we are not open to love.
Well, maybe he was not ready.
Yeah. So maybe you're not ready. It wasn't the right time.
Yeah.
Or some people are not ready because they have a close heart to love, like we, right?
Yeah.
When I first received when the assistant came bringing your photo to me, I didn't want to see. I didn't even want to see the photo. Look how ridiculous. and a year went by until the assistant brought your photo again. So this is the same thing that happened to you.
Yeah, the same
So
thing.
so singles, please open your heart to love. Come to the love therapy.
Have an open mind.
Yes, open your heart to opportunities. You see, what happened to Pastor Kai happened to me. You know, the opportunity came, and it wasn't like it was another person. It was Vanessa.
Yeah,
Somebody spoke about Vanessa to you,
yeah,
and you turned that person down.
yeah.
And then when you were at the bottom, when you were desperate, you decided to open your heart and say, you went to the pastor, do you know someone? And that's nice. It's being a proactive single, right? You always on the lookup, like we spoke about it yesterday in the singles panel, right? It's a single who is always active, right? Who is always on the lookup. And you ask the pastor, and
Yeah.
a while later on, the pastor did his homework.
Yeah.
I'm sure he asked around, right? Or the
Yeah.
pastors.
Pastor.
And he came back with the photo of Vanessa.
Yeah, and then I was expecting, okay, now I'm gonna meet her and we'll talk and let's see how it goes. And then one
Then
year
the
went
devil
past.
came, I mean, the lockdown came.
Yeah, I think the lockdown came about a month afterwards.
Bad timing.
Yeah, and then, but at the time I thought, it's the lockdown. It's not time to think about this now. I don't even know how the world is gonna be.
Yeah.
Everyone's thinking the world is gonna end now.
By that time, we were thinking like the world's gonna end.
Yeah,
It's like everybody's gonna die.
about
Everybody's gonna die.
Going with Jesus already.
COVID-19, right?
Yeah.
God, I give my life to you.
yeah,
So you stop thinking about getting married because
yeah.
you
it
thought
just
you were
seemed
gonna
so
go to
far
heaven
away.
single, right?
Yeah, yeah. You think like it's so far away, and you're outside London. There's no one around. You don't see anyone. So you're just thinking, okay, let me just continue with God and be in the faith. And then that lockdown passed, and I think there was another one. There was another lockdown.
Yeah.
So there was another lockdown in the winter. But during this time, I was being asked if I've spoken to her by my pastor. If I've spoken to her yet? It's like, no, pastor, I haven't spoken to her. It's okay, keep praying. So I was there praying, persevering. I was watching the love therapy online at the time, constantly praying, and she had no idea. She had no idea. She didn't know. So a whole year has now passed, and then the opportunity came, and it's like it came out of the blue. I was told Sunday night that I'm gonna meet her Monday afternoon.
Oh my God.
So there was no time to prepare. There was no.
How you lose weight in less than a day? How you gonna lose 15 pounds, right?
So you have to always be ready.
Always be ready, always on the lookup. Because after the lockdown, right? 2 lockdowns,
Yeah,
right? We gain weight, right?
yeah. I actually did a bit as well.
And then you got a call. Oh, you're gonna meet her tomorrow morning. It was Sunday night. Tomorrow morning, you're gonna meet.
I was already sleeping actually.
Wow.
They're gonna meet her tomorrow, so I was happy.
You didn't have time to get a haircut.
Didn't have time to get a haircut, but I cut my hair myself sometimes, so I could.
Ah, okay.
Can make
That's
a way.
easy. That's easy. Wow. I wish I had that privilege. You know,
Yeah.
just put the machine right quickly, and so what happened on that the next day?
Yeah,
You came to
I came to London to meet her, and then we went for a walk and a talk.
how
And
was it?
surprisingly, before I even say what happened, there's a picture that I only discovered later on that she took. Do you have the picture there? Yeah, she took this picture without me knowing. This is the first time we met,
wow.
and
I see
she
your face
she can't even see my face.
Yeah, we had to wear masks at the time and all.
Yeah.
Wow.
Explain about that picture.
Well, there's nothing to explain. I just needed to get a better idea of who I was meeting.
So you
Yeah.
took a picture
I took a picture and he didn't know.
in secret. But how you gonna put the picture again? How you gonna know the person better with that kind of picture? It could be any stranger on the street.
And I'm wearing a mask.
Yeah.
By this time, we thought we were in Revelation already, right? Lockdowns, right?
Yeah.
Nobody on the streets. Everybody wearing masks. Hey, how do you even know who has the nicest teeth?
At that time,
You
did
dated.
we take it off?
No, when we spoke, we took it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have
yeah.
masks on. This was when we were going home.
Because we have another picture of you praying in the love therapy with the masks, right?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
So you
At the
dated
time.
with the masks.
Well, we was,
No, when we were together, we took them off.
Yeah.
Look at that, look at that.
Yeah.
Wow. Hard times, huh?
yeah.
Lockdown.
Lockdown relationship.
Street
Wow.
Yeah.
My friend, look at that. Praying for each other in the love therapy. So, Vanessa, what happened when you first knew about Pastor Kai? What happened?
Well, I
So
was.
he met you on the Monday, right?
Yeah.
How long before you knew about that he was praying for you?
Well,
When did you
I
get the
only-
news?
I only found out after, but I also got the call on Sunday to meet him on the Monday.
Oh,
And I was like, who is this? Of course, I didn't know him, but I was like, uh-oh, I'm not ready to meet him yet. Like, I don't know how things will be. But anyway.
you had never seen him before.
No, not really. I'd seen him around, but I didn't know him. I'd never had.
You have never
spoken
seen
to
her
him.
before, Kai?
I've
Or-
seen her in the church, but I didn't know her. I've never spoken to her or even said hello.
Like
Like from far, right?
Yeah,
like,
from far.
Wow, so you got a call, tomorrow you have a date. Wow, talk about a blessing, huh? Oh, my friend, be ready, my friend. Singles,
You never
be
know.
ready. You may get a call out of the blue. Tomorrow you have a date. That's what happened to you, right?
Yeah.
Tomorrow you have a date.
Yeah.
Yeah, be ready.
But how was that date? I'm curious.
Yes.
Well,
Where did you go?
happened?
Tell us everything. Everything.
Well, I was.
What time did you meet? Where did you go? What did he say first? What was the
Was
first?
it awkward? Was it comfortable?
Where did you
was-
meet, Vanessa?
Well,
Go ahead.
we met here in Finsbury Park, and so we went to the park. It was winter, so I was pretty nervous, but
Very nervous.
I was nice. I was friendly. I was keeping myself together, but I was nervous because of the questions, how we were talking. I was very like yes, no, very not robotic, but defensive in a way because like, I don't know you. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, but I was still nice and friendly.
So at first you were kind of closed a little bit,
Yeah, I was
right?
just
I don't know him and things like this, right? Kai, what is your version? What did you think of her?
No, I was a bit more relaxed.
Mhm.
When,
Of
when
course,
she-
you were praying for a year, no? And she didn't even know about it. You were praying for a year. You were ready,
Yeah.
right?
I'm a bit more relaxed and peaceful, so I can take my time. Well, we're very different. So let's say we're talking and there's a pause, I'm okay. But when we have a pause, she needs to say something. So she would like make questions quickly just to fill the
yeah,
gaps.
yeah.
And it was a bit awkward, but it was okay. It was a bit awkward, but it was okay. The first time we spoke, then we exchanged numbers, and from there we started to keep talking, and we decided to get to know each other. And then that's where you get a bit of hiccups, because the
Yeah.
hiccups, when you start to get to know each other and you start to ask questions about certain things. We had this kind of a analogy of a house, and us learning about each other was like us exploring that house. And my house is very simple as a man. It's very simple. I could say it's like a bungalow.
Yes,
There's
it's a
not many
studio.
rooms. It's a studio flat. Everything is open. But her house was a mansion. So many rooms, so many things to
Details.
find
Yeah.
out. And then when you started to ask some questions and explore some places, that's when she started to discover about herself that she wasn't was very open and comfortable to talk about certain things.
I was quite defensive and like, I'm not going to let you in, kind of. Like, you just need to know me from what I let you know, not what you want to know. So that was a bit of a challenge because it took a lot of maturity and trust because I had to open up and allow someone to get to
I assume you
know
had never
me.
done this before,
No,
right?
I had not. I
was-
mean, I had
everything was
dated
new.
before, but yeah, it was new, it was different.
Like opening up and talking about yourself, opening your
Yeah.
heart,
Yeah, being
Right.
vulnerable before someone, that was a bit like,
trusting.
yeah,
So you had more difficulty
yeah,
In-
in
in-
opening up.
in opening up, right?
And
Yeah.
Pastor, it's interesting because she was surprised by her reaction. She didn't expect that. And there are many singles that think they're ready for a relationship, they're ready to explore, and they don't even know that they have this kind of heart that is closed. It's only then that she discovered that she was like this. But I was very patient, giving her time to deal with it. I believed in her that she would go over it, and she did. She was opening up, and that really helped things move forward.
So while you dating, anything that you found in him, Vanessa, that you didn't like, that you had to adjust before marriage, anything that you saw in her that you had to change, Kai? Any disagreements, any things that you went through, like
friction.
a friction or conflict, something like this, because you were
Something that
different than
would
her.
Annoy each other.
Yeah.
I think it's just a thing that we're like kind of opposites.
Yeah, we're so different. It's like,
Yeah, like
not that we clash.
she's very independent. Like she lived by herself for a number of years. She was working, everything was established. So she knows how to take care of herself. And then she gets into a relationship, and it's like, I have to trust the person, I have to speak to the person, let him lead.
Yeah, that was the
And,
yeah.
and then in the beginning, it was like, no, but I can do it myself. You go out, I'll pay for myself. I don't need you to pay for me. And I think these kind of things was like, for me, it was like, oh, but I want to pay for you. I want to take you out. I want
I'm gonna
to
take care of you.
lead.
Let me.
And but I don't need you to do that.
Yeah.
So it was a bit annoying in the beginning, but we made it work. We understood. We speak a lot. So
And about him, Vanessa, anything about him that you saw that he?
Not in particular. He was quiet with other people and seemed very serious. Like, he wouldn't smile at people and stuff. But I knew the other side of him. Sometimes I'll be like, how come you're not smiling at people, or you're not being nice to them? Not nice, but, just keeping yourself to yourself. But nothing really that annoyed me. But
So you got to know him better, and you saw this soft side of Kai, right?
Yeah,
That
nice
he's
side.
smiling,
Yeah.
he's nice, but he was kind of serious. People would get the wrong impression.
Yeah, it didn't seem that approachable to other people, no.
The way you knew him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and why is it that you were close to love? We are talking about being close to love, right? Maybe you, Kai, do you consider yourself close to love? Did you consider yourself close to love? Why is that? Maybe because parents, the way you grew up. I don't know if did you have your father around?
Yeah, my parents are together, yeah.
Yes.
I think, well, in my case, I think it was just being independent. I was single for a long time. Since I came to the church, I never dated anyone. So then, I don't know, I just developed this defense and walls. So I just thought, I don't know, I don't need anyone.
You were how old when you started dating?
Now,
Kai.
I was 28.
Yeah.
Yeah.
28, so it's right?
Yeah.
Close to 30 and
Yeah.
right?
Prior
You
to
already
that, I'd not been dating for over 10, 12 years.
and you have certain age as well, right? And some singles, Mila, when they get to certain age, it's hard to open their heart to love,
Yeah,
right?
especially in her case, because it was the same with me. I was already, when we got married, I was already independent, living by myself. So you don't have to give account to anyone about anything. And then, you have to start sharing your life with someone. In the beginning, it could be a little bit difficult.
Yeah, to give up your independence, your
Yeah.
freedom.
To allow someone to take care of you, to lead you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And you, Kai, do you feel like you had your heart close to love? Can you say?
I wouldn't say it was close to love, but I did want to make sure that it was right. I did want to make sure that it was right. So it was a lot of observing how she would react to certain things, what she would say. I wasn't just gonna throw myself in. I wanted to make sure that it was right, and that's why the talking period was so important for us to speak about everything, to not hide anything, to be open, and that's what it was. Our backgrounds are a bit different. I did grow up with my parents, but my family kind of broke away. My brother and the sister, they left when I was still young. My parents, they separated. I was in my teenage years, they separated, so it was just me alone with my mum. So I had this consciousness that it can go wrong, because I've seen it go wrong. I've seen my house break down. I've seen things go wrong. So I didn't want that for myself. I didn't want that for my relationship, to see me get married and then eventually have to divorce, because I've seen that. I've been a child witnessing my parents go through divorce. So I wanted to ensure that we get it right. So that dating period wasn't just about, oh, let's go out, let's have fun. I wanted to talk. I wanted to make sure it was right. She's more outgoing and wants to go out. I just want to talk.
We wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
And what kind of advice, Kai, you can give to the singles? Because you had to wait for Vanessa for how long? How long did you wait for Vanessa?
It was a year where I was praying for her, but we're the same age, so I was 28 when we started talking.
Okay, so you became a pastor.
Yeah.
What age?
22.
22.
Yeah.
So you waited for the right person a long time,
Yeah.
right? And you became an assistant. You were how old?
19, 20.
So you also waited
Yeah, whoops.
Like-
Less.
10 years, right? Almost 10 years, and you waited
Yeah.
maybe how long?
6 years.
6 years, yeah.
And an assistant before that for another 4 years. So
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
serving God for 10 years.
10, 12 years, right?
Yeah.
Waiting. What kind of advice you can give to singles?
I would say perseverance. You know, I know a lot of singles, they've tried, they come to the love therapy. After a while, they realize that, okay, there's not so much people around. I don't know who I'm going to find. Let me just take care of my life. But I always knew that this is a promise of God. And as long as it is a promise of God, it will be fulfilled. So let me continue to persevere, and God will provide the right person. So maybe this person's watching us now, and you see our story. It's an amazing story, and you're wondering, will that ever be me? Believe in the promise of God. It will. Keep going to the love therapy. Keep using your faith, and God will make it work. Of course, you have to do your part. You have to be open. You have to be ready. You don't want to meet someone and then the opportunity is lost because you thought you were ready when you weren't. So you need to prepare yourself. But you also have to keep your trust in God.
And you, Vanessa, any advice?
The best advice I would give,
For the girls, for the...
for the ladies,
Okay.
don't lose hope, because sometimes, I was in the stage of where I thought I'm not going to find anyone. So don't lose hope, but as well, work on yourself, because sometimes you look like you're ready because you come, you dress nice, you're of faith, you're serving God, but you have inner things that when you are in a relationship, if you had the opportunity to work on them now, it would benefit you much more. You'd be further ahead, you'd be better, you'd be mature. So it's sometimes very important to take those messages, although it seems like all couple related or relationship based, it's not. It's more about you than obviously your relationship.
Very well. And while you were dating, and even before that, you were doing the love therapy,
Yeah.
right? Did the love therapy help you during dating times or even preparing for this relationship?
Yeah, no,
A lot,
definitely.
a lot,
Yeah.
a lot. Especially because I never got these teachings anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So I really was a sponge towards everything I
embracing
learned in the love
everything.
therapy. I couldn't be here physically. You know, you're doing the work of God, you watch online, you get the messages. But I was a sponge. Those who have the opportunity to actually come to the love therapy, take the opportunities. It's there for you. So that's
Yeah.
what I would say to
One day you're gonna use these teachings, right?
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
And you also completed the marriage course yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Right? We have some pictures. While I'm saying here, we're gonna be playing some pictures, some photos of the last dinner that we had for the marriage course. And Vanessa, did the marriage course help you
Yes.
to understand Kai better? What can you say about the marriage
Well,
course?
it helped me because I wasn't married then when I started, and then during the course.
Oh, you got married during the course.
Yes. Then we got married. So I was able to put into practice everything that I learned. Of course, it's still a learning process, a journey. Like you said, we're in honeymoon stage, so everything's still very new. But it's been very beneficial, educational, lots of lessons and things to put into practice.
Okay,
So,
you recommend.
definitely, everyone should attend.
By the way,
Well, if they're getting married and with their partner, because it's just such a plus for both of you, because you mature, start to understand each other better, you put into practice, you can speak about it, you can always review the things that you learn.
yeah.
It's really nice.
You
So-
learn the differences, right?
Yeah.
So you
Men and
just
women.
graduated.
Mm.
Both of you graduated yesterday from the marriage course.
Yeah.
And if you want to take part of the marriage course, the next one is going to start at the beginning of March. March next year, we're going to start the new marriage course. Okay? If you want to take part, just send an email to love@uckg.org. Of course, this course is done in person, right? So unfortunately, if you are watching from another country, you won't be able to do this course. Okay? This is for the UK only. We receive emails every day, people from Africa, Europe, the US, Asia, asking about the marriage course. But the marriage course, for now, is just for here, for the UK. So let us know if you're interested. Pastor Kai, Vanessa.
Oh, there's one thing missing before you say goodbye.
One thing missing.
They
What
have
is
to,
it?
like, remember?
Oh yeah, face each other now,
Yeah.
right? Face each other, okay?
Okay.
Leave the rackets, leave the rackets. No, we're not gonna use the rackets now, okay? Pastor Kai, looking at Vanessa, not at me. You can tell Vanessa what you love about her the most. Although people who came to your wedding, they already had too much romance. Am I right?
You have to fix his mic.
They had plenty of romance on that day. Yes or no? Yes or no, Eddie? Were you present, Eddie? Did you come to their wedding?
No.
No. Eddie, you would have cried, Eddie. Knowing you, you cry every time here in the program. But it was a lot of romance. It was really nice when you read the vows. But
Yeah.
Pastor Kai,
It was a beautiful wedding.
now that you're a married man, looking at your wife, Vanessa, tell her what you love about her the most.
So, Vanessa, there's so many things, to be honest, but I can say here that the way you care for me and the fact that you've given me so much of in fact, all of yourself you've given to me, and you really show that you're someone who loves and cares, and I can give myself towards you because I know that you're going to do the same to me. And I don't have any fear to say this in front of the 1,000 viewers that we have here now.
Amen. Vanessa, how about you?
This is gonna cry.
No, I hold it down. Wow.
You cried plenty on your
I
wedding.
did. So
Right?
it's tears of joy though, eh? But yeah.
You're gonna cry again,
No,
Vanessa?
I'm not gonna cry again.
You can cry, no problem. Go ahead.
Well, thank you for being part of my life. I'm really grateful because our journeys, although they have been different, God has, put us in the same path. You helped me a lot. You helped me to become better. So I'm really grateful to have you in my life, and I love you loads.
Amen. Mila, help Eddie with some napkins, please.
Tissue.
Some tissue. You okay, Eddie? You okay? Yes? Okay, amen. Pastor Kai, Vanessa, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
All right, may
Thank you
God
for
bless
helping us.
your marriage more and more. Who knows, next time you're going to get a 12 out of 10,
Oh, yeah, hopefully.
right? You're going to get all the answers, right? You have plenty to talk about, right? What did they miss? The art? What was it?
Yeah, the picture.
Yeah, who takes better
Yeah, could you-
pictures?
Yeah, you need to figure this out.
Yourself.
Who takes a better picture, okay? And the art, who likes the art most,
Who's
right?
most artistic?
And there was something else. What was it?
Was it the worst jokes? No.
No.
No, there was something else. Yeah, you're gonna have plenty time to talk about it.
Yeah.
All right? Okay, friends, thank you so much. Friends, have a great night. Bye-bye.
The Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.